Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Throwing now is Lance. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Lance going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Panthers at 5-8, 3 games under 500. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Looking to throw, Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 2nd and 6. Now Young. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Young. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They run here with Dowdle. Runs through the contact, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. They run again with Dowdle. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Lance. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return here for Sanders. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Young to throw it. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Young. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they just get the play off. Now Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. To throw, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And some room to work. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle. Except they didn't get it done.
Yeah, it's 3rd and long and a big run there. How about that? A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
He'll get this to Elliott. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lance again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sean Robinson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And no return here for Sanders. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now here's Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go, Shaq.
Young will set to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Into space at the 45. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick up.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. That is caught, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To the air once more, Young. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Panther 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That one complete to the gap. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Third down, Young from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Well, that was a... time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing, Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing now is Lance. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Lance to throw for it on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Dowdle trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Elliott diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for Sanders. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he is going to lose yardage here. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Young working out of the gun. The Sanders has got it complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2nd down and 3. Young going to give to Brooks. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Looking to throw, Young. That is caught inside the 5. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Brooks will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now Lance. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Lance going to sneak it, and he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for the Cowboys, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it.